Welcome to the podcast for the sisters and bros. It will make you laugh from your head to your toes. Talking about their lives, from the highs to the lows. And the name of the title goes, The Sloppy Joes.
Welcome everyone to the Sloppy Joes podcast. My name is Joe, that is Joe.
Sloppy Joes, sloppy, boomba, hey, sloppy, boomba, hey. How you doing?
Yeah, what was that?
Just a little Muhammad Ali type reference.
Really?
Yeah.
Right, what do you make of Muhammad Ali?
Love him, love his boxing, love his other work as well.
Did he do
off
work?
the field?
Like
yeah,
what?
yeah. Shaking hands with other people.
Right, Ethan James is also with us as well, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello there, true.
Ethan, how have you been, mate? How's today going?
Yeah, I've just had an Eggs Benedict with you and dark hot chocolate, which was really nice. Didn't know you could get them.
Yeah, I love it. Eggs Benedict with you.
Yeah,
Sounded like you were on the side of the plate, doesn't it? No, it's like Eggs Benedict with spinach. Yeah. Eggs Benedict with you.
With me.
Dripping all over it, weren't you, Joe, big boy?
Because we had a little... What, boy?
No, that's just a term of endearment.
Sorry?
No. Big boy's like a sexual thing. So I'm not allowed to make any fat jokes about Joe for the month of November.
Yeah.
But you calling you big boy is like a sexy thing. That's not a...
Okay, well, I'm not going
to make any fat jokes.
Because, you know, there's been words... Some of my family members think you go too far.
Really?
Yeah.
Like who?
All of them.
Yeah. All the way, what? Just extended family all the way until like...
Joe said you'd be too tight on me.
Well, nothing's going to be too tight on you this month.
Pardon?
Because I won't say anything.
Right, okay. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just keeping my eye on you. Yeah. What, Ethan, is the punishment if he does make a fat joke? Is it like a fine or something?
Well, if you remember last week, Drew, I said maybe you should eat all the chocolate, like on Matilda, like a big chocolate cake, because he hates that.
Yeah, but is that much of a punishment? That's quite... Because, I mean, I'd love a big, giant chocolate cake, Joe.
Your choice.
I think it might not be good for his arteries either. Ethan, can I say something? It's sometimes hard to watch Ethan in life, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got some of the coordination and sort of social skills of a baby raccoon.
It's sometimes great and fascinating that Ethan's got here today.
Yeah, he almost left his bag in the coffee shop. He had a sloppy... what did he have? An Eggs Benedict.
An Eggs Benedict.
With Joe on the side.
And half of it was down his leg.
Yeah, he went, how's that got there? And I went... You've dropped egg on your lap. And he went, I know, but the plate's there. I was like, yeah, but between the plate and your mouth is your leg, where it obviously fell. I don't think so, Joe. It's just turned up. All right, so some random egg just happened to land on your lap that was nothing to do with the fact you were forking eggs over your lap for 20 minutes. Come on, man.
Do you find life hard, Ethan?
Well, I was just saying to Drew before that sometimes when I get a little bit anxious, you see, Drew, I've got... like my short-term memory just disappears. I don't have it at all.
The other day, I was stood behind him, not in like a sort of leering way. We were doing some stuff for Stretford Paddock, and he had to Google. Was it like Cristiano Ronaldo stats or something? Wasn't it?
Just a picture of Cristiano Ronaldo
was what we wanted. So I was stood behind him. He opened Google up, but because of my presence behind him, he panicked. And instead of typing Cristiano Ronaldo or Cristiano Ronaldo versus whatever, what did you type into Google?
Well, I just typed in Watch Along, which is the show that we were planning for.
Watch Along.
He's just his brain just goes, Watch Along, just gone, absolutely gone.
When I was starting off at Stretford Paddock and I was like getting used to things, we've had some like, I think you remember in there, Drew, where we were doing like a paddock live and I was like putting the wires together or whatever. I knew what I was doing, but as soon as Joe's big figure just towered over me and I was on the floor plugging in the wires and he was looking down at us like that.
Quite sexual, this, isn't it?
It is actually.
Would you write a book about this, Ethan?
Yeah.
Like a sexy book?
Yeah.
Well, like 50 Shades of Paddock.
Joe's big figure towered over me.
Yeah.
Looming and leering.
Well, the two wires together.
I stumbled and daintily scrambled for my plug socket, slotting in the USB-C. I could only dream that Joe would do something similar, etc. What are your thoughts?
Stuck a finger up my arse.
No. Too avert.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
The next
what
paragraph.
Have you been up to this week?
Halloween. Didn't do anything.
Oh.
I finished off, obviously, DJing the shopping centres of the UK. Had a weekend on the toilet, which wasn't great. And here I am today. Yeah. So, Halloween was a bit boring.
We did a Halloween live show for
Yeah,
the
but I
patrons. So if you
didn't
haven't checked it out, if you're not a patron, make sure you go over to patreon.com/SloppyJoesPod.
Yeah, it was good.
And you can check out that Halloween live special and all of our other previous patron exclusives.
But this morning, because the big news yesterday, on the time of recording, Matt Hancock is going into the jungle.
Fat spam cock.
So by the time this is already out, we would have been, able to see Matt Hancock already in action.
Yeah.
What do you make of that, by the way?
He's just taking the piss, isn't
He's so taking the piss.
It's like, how, I mean, it's too much for me to have an opinion on it.
Yeah.
You're meant to be an MP.
I know.
You're meant to be someone that's trusted to run the country, and you're just having a laugh, going on holiday, eating witchetty grubs, trying to be a celeb.
an anus.
It's literally unreal.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I mean, he's going on quite a lot of celebrity stuff as well. I think he's done something with Bear Grylls recently and all that, and sort of promote his book, innit?
Yeah, it's just bullshit. Like, yeah, if there's a challenge to eat, you know, a snivelling, cowardly little worm, then Hancock might be in trouble because I've got Vanessa Feltz written, you know, she's going to be gobbling him right up, isn't she? He's a fucking witchetty grub. Anyway.
So to sort of highlight that, I went to a snake shop in Wigan.
Right, very similar to the
For
book.
BBC Radio
Outback.
Manchester. It's called Appleton Exotics. What a wonderful place.
Sorry, are they sponsoring the show?
No.
Plenty of room at the Appleton Exotics. What a wonderful place.
Imagine if we were sponsored by a snake shop.
I'd love that.
So basically, I had a python on my head.
Did you?
Yeah, not for the first time.
Oh, drip down your chin.
Don't know what that means.
Nah.
I had to
probably.
record with a python on my head.
Did you?
Yeah, and he wrapped it round me. I can put a picture in now. Do you want to see a picture? Have you seen a picture?
I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah. What a big. Have you ever touched a snake?
Yeah. They're drier than you think,
Oh,
aren't
they're
they?
so dry. Ethan, you ever stroked a snake?
Yes, I've stroked a snake before. They are very dry. I agree with that
It was
description.
in there, wasn't it? You were blindfolded in a public toilet, weren't you? And the snake slithered through the hole in the wall of the toilet, wasn't it?
Yeah, before sticking it up.
Yeah, this python's very dry. Oh, it's not so dry anymore.
Oh, God,
Isn't that right,
Joe?
I don't recall this. I might have,
When did you really stroke a snake?
what does that? Sorry. When did
you stroke a snake?
Oh, I just recall as a kid I've had a snake around my neck a few times.
Have you ever had a snake around your neck?
I don't know if it was around my neck, but it was certainly dancing all over my shoulders.
Was it?
Yeah, I remember this was at some sort of emporium, some sort of world, some sort of. It was very humid. I remember that. Leaves. I was beneath a canopy of sort of foliage. That one of them ones that looks like a popcorn jelly baby, jelly bean.
Yeah.
They're that colour, the white and yellow one.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Right. Did you ever go abroad? Because these guys did parrots as well, lizards and stuff. Did you ever remember this sort of staple of going abroad? Was a guy dressed up like Jack Sparrow with a parrot on him, and you could pay to have a picture with the parrot.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
Did you ever? Because I remember a memory of me, and I think it was my cousin Michael, that he bawled his eyes out because he wasn't allowed a picture with the parrot. And he cried so much to the point that we actually went and found this guy again, Jack Sparrow, I think is his real name, and got a picture with said
His
parrot.
real name was Johnny Depp.
Yeah, of course. But is that something that you did in life?
I never did that in life. The closest I've been to a parrot recently is in a pub in Stockport that I know you've been to.
Yeah, it's great in there.
There's a pub in Stockport. We won't name it because, you know.
It's one of the ones that's got birds in it.
Yeah, and it's got a parrot next to a pool table.
Yeah.
And the thing with a parrot is you think, let's get a parrot. It's like a little pet, you know, for the kids. A dog, how long does a dog live? 10 years, 15 years?
Yeah.
Do you know how long a parrot lives, Joe? They live 80 years.
I know.
They live as long as a human.
know, it's
So if
mad,
you get
isn't
your
it?
kids a pet parrot, that parrot is outliving your kids.
Crazy, isn't it?
They're insane.
Yeah, I stroked a turtle today. He's
ya?
going to live till he's 120.
And then what happens?
He dies.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I had to do live radio today with a turtle on my head, and then
Turtle head poking out.
turtle head. No. I've not had that problem since Monday.
Oh, you had the Memodiums.
Did. I had a story about that's maybe for the patrons, so I had a bearded lizard as well.
Did you?
And a tarantula on my hand.
Wow.
All photos you can probably see now.
Any scary moments?
No, I'm more scared. If I was on Arm Slave, I'd be scared of the rats.
Really?
Yeah. What about yourself?
Well, like Matt Hancock.
Yeah, the rats.
Rat Hancock.
I'm just scared of like a little bit of a bushy thing with a long tail.
Aren't we all? Do you know what I mean? I've seen you with your top off.
What?
Bushy.
Bushy, of course.
Although only a little stumpy tail.
Would you say
Like
you're
a
scared
champagne
of,
cork.
out of all the I'm a Celeb stuff, what you scared the most of?
Probably Ant and Deck. I don't know, because I mean we've seen what Ant does when he's off the rails, and that is more dangerous than any
What
rat.
a bush took a trial that would be. Give Ant 5 pints and tell him to get on. Let's see. Right, Ethan, are you scared of rats, heights, mice are the same?
Are you supposed to get a rats or ants?
My fears, well, I don't mind a rat. I think they're just like a normal creature.
Good lad.
So I'm fine with rats, I'm fine with mice, I don't mind snakes, I'm fine with that. I'm not a big fan of spiders and things.
You like a spider?
I don't. If a tarantula was on my face and I woke up, I'd probably go full Marv from fucking Home Alone.
Yeah.
But I handled some, what would it be? Oct-leggery beasts.
Creepy crawlies.
Yeah, I handled one the other day. It was in the bath. Just sort of whizzed it out. We left it in the bath, so we woke up in the morning, there was a spider in the bath.
Yeah. How big?
We're talking 50 pence piece.
Whoa, big
sort of
that.
a medium spider.
Yeah.
And we thought, you know what? It doesn't teach it a life lesson if we just get it out.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought, let's go to work. It'll be gone by the time we get back. He's running around like squiddly diddling up the sides of the...
Can he not get up at all?
Well, we thought eventually he'll find the plug chain and it'll go up like a reverse fireman. We got back, he was full of energy in the morning. We got back in the afternoon and he's still in the bottom of the bath like that.
Really?
Just so dejected like that.
Yeah.
You're like, are you still in here? Yeah. So in the end...
Oh, it spoke.
He didn't really speak, he just sort of went...
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
tried
just
everything.
stamp on it or something.
I didn't stamp on it. I got my little hand under it and I let it run across my hand and I just put it on the bookshelf.
Tiny bastard, you should have just done that anyway.
How would it learn?
Just ate out. What do you mean?
Well,
It's
now
not-
it knows
it's
not to
got
go back in.
GCSEs, has it?
Now it knows not to go back in the bath.
Of course, don't go back in
Or
the bath.
how about sling a bit of web and climb back up that? Fucking Howard Webb in the bath.
Can they use web like that? I thought it was just
Spider-Man can.
Spider-Man. Yeah, but he's fucking made up, isn't he?
Spider-Man.
Have you ever had a mouse in the house?
Oh, big time. We were well
Really?
into the mouse in the house. scene
As
when I was a
in
kid.
like it snuck in.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, we found out in the back of the cereal cupboard drop-ins.
You have a cupboard for cereal.
Yeah, cereal cupboard at home.
What?
And at first we're like, oh,
Full of
don't-
what?
Mum, someone, we've spilt the Wheatos or whatever. It wasn't a
How many
Wheato.
cereals do you have in this cereal cupboard?
Nesquik, Wheatos. No, we never had the sugary ones. It was muesli, cornflakes or bran flakes when I was a kid.
Full cupboard full of that.
I didn't really taste sugar until I was about 16. We never really had fizzy drinks. The sweetest
why
thing
you
we
don't
ever
like
had
desserts?
was squash. Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
But there was a mouse situation.
In the cereal.
Yeah, because we had the rabbit hutch in the back. What's it called? Porch. And then one day you go in and you look and there's rabbits and mice all living in perfect harmony.
What?
Yeah. So then we had to get rid of the mice. But the thing is, so you think, what do mice like? Cheese. Not your modern mouse. Modern mouse likes peanut butter.
What?
But this is the 2000s mouse. Mice these days don't even like peanut butter anymore. They're too
do you
fancy for
mean?
that. Yeah, they only
What,
like
do they like pulled pork or something? What do they like? What's going on?
bechamel.
Bechamel sauce.
They only like bechamel.
Sure.
Yeah, you put a little bit of bechamel on a Ritz cracker. Or they like mango chutney as well. It depends.
What, on
depends,
poppadoms?
it depends where you live.
Hold
If you
on,
live
you're
in-
taking a
If you
piss
live in the
here.
northern quarter, they like something hipster. They like a little birria taco.
Your fucking mouse has got a starter of onion barges and poppadoms.
Yeah, well, you get him the dips in the pickle tray.
Yeah.
And
Doesn't like the pickle tray.
Doesn't
sorry.
like the pickle
Send
tray.
it back.
But then, yeah, a little sourdough with avocado on it.
Yeah.
Kill the mouse, flat dead, chuck it in the bin.
Love that. What have you been up to?
Just been on hold for a week, basically.
On hold.
I've been
to
on
who?
hold for a week.
To who?
Shell Energy, United Utilities,
What are you speaking to Shell about?
Shawbrook Bank, the Council, Now TV,
Right.
Sky, Virgin Media.
Who, why are you calling Shell?
Because I'm moving out of my flat. So and
Well, you
and
get your
all
energy
of the
from
bills are in my name.
You get your energy straight from Shell.
I get it from Shell. Bang! There's just a hole in the wall, and there's just fucking crude oil pouring into the flat that we have to turn into electricity.
I'm stunned. Shell.
Yes.
You're one of the only Shell's fucking customers.
Yeah, more Shell in my house than Super Mario. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I love
Yoshi's
it.
Island, mate.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just been can I just transfer you to this person? Can I just transfer you to this person? Yesterday, I was on the phone to him, and you ring him up, and you realise, having spoken to Now TV, Virgin, the BBC, or whoever does your fucking TV licence, that every single one, you ring them up and you go, we're expecting an unusually high call volume.
Oh, yeah, they always are.
They always are. Yeah. So how can they say there is an unusually high call volume? We're very sorry. We're dealing with an unusual... No, you're not dealing with an unusually high call volume.
Fuck
you
off.
are dealing with a scandalously low customer service person volume. Hire more people. Don't give me this bullshit. We've got more people ringing due to the current circumstances. They say that as well, like you just expected to know what that is. Due to the current circumstances, we're expecting an unusually high call volume. You may be waiting. I was on a web chat with Shell Energy the other day, and I got put in number of the... What number queue do you think I got put in? Sometimes you ring up and go, you're in queue number 4.
18.
18. Ethan, what number do you think I got put in before I was like counting down?
Go really high and ruin it.
Oh, he seems quite outraged, so I'd probably say 127.
260.
Wow,
Whoa.
260.
And an hour and 45 minutes later, it was down to 80. I'd rang them twice in that time. Honestly, customer service.
That's
if you're a big
mad.
company like Shell, who is making billions of pounds a year, hire 50% more customer service operatives.
Yeah.
It's not a charity. It's not like Childline, where you have to get people in for free, pay people more money so your customers can get the service they need. It's a disgrace.
It's true. It's a disgrace.
9 out of 10 club.
Did
Fuck
you get
me.
through to them in the end?
No, I still haven't sorted it. So now it's got my email address on, but the account is in my flatmate's name. So I can't even log in anymore because it's under the wrong name for the email address. We're in a real bad spot.
I once knew a guy, and I felt like he made this up. He sold hold music to companies like that.
Yeah, do you know what I've been listening to for the last 2 days?
What?
Sweet Home Alabama, but on a guitar-only cover. Dun, 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 dun,
That's all right, though, isn't it? That's probably one of the best ones. Really?
It is the first 60 times you hear it.
Ethan James, do anything exciting over the weekend?
I can't really remember. Maybe my short-term memory's gone a little bit again. But yesterday I went out with Adam McCullough to an event to promote a new five-a-side thing in Trafford in Manchester, and it's very cool, very technological. So it's not just your normal five-a-side. You know how you like normally bring your mates along and you're lying up outside and you go through the gates. In this one, you get through face recognition. Isn't that nuts?
What do you mean?
They let you in. You can only get through the gate with face recognition.
What if it's your first time there?
Well, that's what I was thinking. There's going to be some flaws in this already, maybe. But they had some other cool things, like they track your stats, how many shots you have. It's proper futuristic five-a-side.
That's absolutely wild.
That is wild.
They followed me on Twitter, Instagram. So why don't we see if we get a little five-a-side game on the go?
That'd be good.
Sloppy Joes versus someone else. Who should we challenge?
Scotty and Motti.
Yeah.
So 3-a-side.
No, they can get 2 extras. We can get 2 extras.
Yeah, we can get a couple.
Do you want any good footballers?
Yeah.
I know Stoke City's former assistant manager, Dean Holden.
Okay, so what's he going to do? Coach us?
No, play. He played.
Well, why don't you give me his playing credentials rather than his coaching credentials? Because I know Stretford Paddock FC's manager, and he's shit at football.
Great at walking.
Great at walking.
Great at walking.
Make sure you check out the Sloppy Joes Patreon, where the top sloppers unite to get all of the best Sloppy Joes content. What extras do you get? Great question. Extra podcasts, live podcasts, behind the scenes videos. You also get early access to all of our podcasts and the very special Sloppy Joes feature, where Joe McGrath tells you about times that he has pooed himself. There's only one way to describe it. He shits himself all the time. If you want to be the ultimate slopper, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/SloppyJoesPodcast. As you can see there, the link is in the description for all of that extra stuff. The slop mamas, the slop daddies, the slop goblins, Mr. and Mrs. Slop Shop. Check out our Patreon, patreon.com/SloppyJoesPodcast for the ultimate sloppy experience.
Right. Should we have a little wander over to the 9 out of 10 club? I've realised I've got a fork. Can you take a little guess between you? Because we were having a chat and then I left you.
Yeah.
What you think I'm going to get?
So we know the 9 out of 10 club is a sacred... To me, it's one of the most valuable kind of corners of my life, the 9 out of 10 club. I think there's a sanctity to it. I think there's a real level of... It means something to be in the 9 out of 10 club. And then Joe McGrath turns up with fucking popcorn chicken that he got on the way to the studio, and ruins it. So we better have something good today, Ethan, don't you think?
Right, I'm here.
Yeah, well, I've got to say, Joe, I think the main word I've been using recently on Joe McGrath 9 out of 10s is lazy.
Yeah.
So let's try and
And that's a
avoid
word
that.
that legally, through the month of November, I can't say about Joe. But
Lazy.
Ethan said it for
Sure,
me.
you brought in just Greg's twice. That's
not-
lazy.
No, I've brought in other stuff. I brought in Krispy Kreme. You bloody lapped that
Krispy
up.
Kreme, yeah, that was all right.
Yeah, lapped it
Talk
up.
us through
Right, so you can't get shit off him. I've decided to bring something in that. Well, I went to a place that we've never picked before, but it is
Great.
I think it's the most popular fast food place in the UK in terms
world?
in terms of units.
I'm going to guess what this is.
What is it?
Subway.
Subway. So we've never been to Subway before. And I went in there and I thought, what could I bring them? And I was like, well, this reminds me of my childhood.
Oh, here we go. Is
Right.
it fucking super noodles again?
No, and I was like, right, well, I'm doing no carb November, so I can't get the sandwich. So I brought in a pot of the meatballs.
Oh, you called it. Right, you don't know this. Before we went live, I said to Ethan, I bet you it's a meatball pot. Did I not say that
You
to you?
did. He
and
called
Ethan
it.
went,
He called
and then
it.
Ethan's response was, what's a meatball pot?
Right, come and get one of these.
Oh, you fucked me here.
Why? Come and get one of them. There's a spoon there. Get a full ball on there. Get jalapeno. Get some cheese on it.
Let's go full ball. So talk us through this. What do we
Right.
have in the pot?
Right. Oh my god. It's good. Right. Get the sauce in there. Get your meatball in there. Shove it in, Ethan. For the audio listeners, Ethan, shove it in a meatball. And a couple of jalapenos in there. You can finish them off, Joe.
Oh, thanks.
Actually, there's one more. How many's left?
One.
One. Half it.
I'll split it in half, yeah. Talk
So-
us through it, Joe. Come on.
We love this. This reminds me when I was like 17, 18, in college. These were your first time where you could go to get lunch elsewhere, because in high school you had to stay in school. There's the canteen. So when I was like 16, 17, I was going to college at Aquinas to Stockport. It was the first time where you could venture out, and there was a Subway.
Aquinas. You go to a horse college.
What do you mean? Why?
Equinus.
Aquinas.
Isn't equine?
Sir
Equine
Thomas
is horses.
Aquinas. I don't know.
Was he do horse riding?
I don't think he's a patron saint of horses. No.
Okay, sorry. Carry
He's a patron saint of summer. They all are, aren't they?
Subway.
Imagine. So we used to go foot-long Subway, meatball marinara, salad, lettuce. Don't look at me. Hey, what was that face? Sorry?
Pick it up.
Salad, not all of it, not an animal, not tomatoes.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'd pick the sauce or not, because you do get a sauce.
So
Double
far-
cheese.
So far, you've only spoken about something that isn't in your hand.
No, I said the meatball marinara.
A sandwich.
Yeah, but I'm doing no carb November. So these meatballs are unbelievable.
Right.
True or false? Are the meatballs delicious?
Here's what I will say. When I was at university, further education, every single Wednesday, I'd finish it at 12.
Yeah.
There was a little plaza. I've told you about this before, I think.
Yeah.
The Greg's with the bouncer, Co-op, Subway.
Yeah.
I used to get the foot-long BMT, a meatball pot, a steak bake, a chicken bake, and a chicken and jalapeno pizza from Greg's.
That's insane.
That was my lunch on a Wednesday. I'd eat the steak bake and the chicken bake on the way back to my house.
Yeah.
Get the rest out and just eat all that in the flat, smashing it down.
I mean, it's big time, this, Joe. I've got a lot on the line here with this pot. You were telling me about these meatballs that you had.
Yeah, and I like them, and I do really like them, and it reminds
is
me of that
unbelievable,
time.
this.
But you've admitted yourself that this isn't the thing you used to go into Subway to buy. You got the sandwich. Now, no offence to you, but it's not my fault you're doing no carb November, is it?
Well, it is, because you've driven me to it. All these bullying remarks make me feel a littler man than myself has forced my hand.
What was it? Who was the little man that you've been feeling? Ethan.
Is forced my hand to go on this no carb November diet. So I sit here now, shell of a man, confidence rock bottom. Rock bottom. You're laughing at me.
I'm really sorry. that I've
So
driven
when
you
I'm
to
gonna
that.
go, I would have fucking loved a foot-long meatball marinara. I probably would have loved two of them. But you've driven me to this. So all you fuckers are getting is a meatball pot, and you'll be happy with it.
Ethan, what do you think to it then?
Well, I must say, a meatball marinara is my favourite Subway. I love it. It's delicious. And all we've talked about is a meatball marinara Subway. And we just don't have that in front of us, Joe. We're talking about something completely different.
But come on, it's not far off. It's the ingredients of it.
Without the...
For the bread.
You see, sorry, could have you not just for this 9 out of 10 club, Joe, like not ate the bread of it, and you could have just took the meatballs out of it? It just seems like that would have been a way around it. Maybe you're just a tight arse and you couldn't be arsed to spend £6.
Oh, I don't think the tight ass is it. I just
No.
didn't.
If his diarrhea is anything to go by, he's got one of the loosest asses I've ever heard.
I just wanted to be more
Was that it
involved.
then?
Was that
Yeah,
it?
that is a little fucking
That
Thomas the
did
Tank
sound
Engine.
tight. We squeaked at that.
What do you want me to say now?
All right. What I want you to say is,
I used to love that. I used to love that meatball
I like
pots.
the meatball pot.
You like the meatball pots?
It's
Every
7 out of
Wednesday.
10, Joe.
Oh,
it's
not.
not
You're
going
lying.
in.
You're
It's
lying.
not going in.
You're lying
It's
to
not
yourself.
going in. Sorry, Joe.
Meatballs are delicious from... You can't have a meatball marinara again.
What?
Facts. Because you don't think they're good enough.
I don't think they're 9 out of 10.
They are
They're
9
not,
out of
and
10.
I'm sorry.
They are,
And
they're 9 out
on
of 10.
that, it's
They're
not
9
going
out of
in.
10.
And that's that. Sorry, Joe.
Ethan, what lies have you got to tell?
Lies?
You're all lying to
No,
yourself.
no, listen.
You love this ingredient, right?
I love it.
Because there's not a bit of bread with it.
Hey,
Grow up.
Hey,
Grow
Ethan,
up.
you love chocolate brownies. Why don't you like eating a big spoonful of flour? That's the main
What a load of
ingredient.
shit. Grow up. Grow up. Grow up. That is practically a meatball marinara Subway. The jalapenos were there, the cheese pot was there, the sauce was
Do
there.
you know what's not there?
So the
out-
bread.
The outer swaddling.
Bread
And
is
do you know what?
very
Do you know what?
2012.
No, let me tell you something right now. Talk to me about the caterpillar, yeah? The caterpillar. Lovely little bug. But what happens when you put it in some coating? The cocoon. It comes out the other side as a butterfly. Those meatballs are delicious. Don't get me wrong. They're nice. They're good as they are. But when you put it in that herbs and cheese, in that hearty Italian, it comes out the other side as a butterfly. You feeding me caterpillars here, Joe.
Do you know what would be a great shout? Do you
What,
know
wanna
those?
eat a butterfly? That's fucking tight.
Do you know those chocolate caterpillars, the cakes?
Yeah.
They're incredible. Then that would be a good one.
But
you
is
this.
meatballs going in the night?
No, but I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this.
I've
I'll
already
tell you this
decided.
right now. Caterpillar cake is shite.
No, it's not.
And it's very nostalgic, and I love when I see one. But when you actually get into it,
Claggy.
it's fucking dead.
It's an absolute clagmeister. Anyway, Joe, it's not going in. I'm sorry. He's such a terrible loser, isn't he? What's up next, Joe?
For the audio listeners, I just threw the empty pot at Joe. Yeah. Hoping a little bit of the red sauce dotted his once white jacket.
It's nice and white still. It's been a cream effect all along.
Has it been a cream effect?
Yeah, of course it has.
Yeah. Since when?
Since I bought it.
Nah. It was
on,
more
Joe.
whiter than that, wasn't it, Ethan?
What a feature that is. Joe's jacket used to be slightly whiter. Let's move on.
Right, it's time for Agony Bants. Agony Bants. Agony Bants. Agony Bants. Agony Bants. Someone said, do you know that the Agony Bants theme song is actually, what's it called?
Adam's Family.
Adam's Family.
No, I didn't know that.
Never heard of it. But thank you for your concerns there. Right, I've got a couple to get into.
Yeah.
Here's one called The Big Decision.
Oh, nice.
Bum, bum, bum. Okay.
Joe.
Hey, chaps. Oh, God. My wife listens, so code name, please. Ethan, name for the bloke and a name for the wife.
His wife is called Fiona and he's called Shrek.
Bit tight.
Nice.
My wife and I are 33 and have been to...
We could do a really good Shrek, like fancy dress, the three of us. Obviously, Ethan, donkey.
Who am I?
I could be Fiona. I could be Fiona or Prince Charming.
No, you could be that
shy.
Farquaad, Drew.
Yeah,
You're
I could be Farquaad. I'll get a little face and then obviously you
and I'll
could
be the gingerbread man. My wife and I are 33 and have been together for 17 years. Big numbers, that, ain't it?
So 33 minus 17. What we're saying, Ethan?
16?
I've been caught off guard here. Take off 3, 30, take off 4, 26, take off 10, 16.
Thank you. We are married and have 2 kids. We are very happy with our setup and life is great. However, recent chats within our friendship group, in brackets they are older than us, has turned to the men getting vasectomies or male sterilisation, to give it its medical term and scary name. It turns out 3 of the chaps we know already have done this, and now my wife thinks it's time for me to. We have no plans for future kids and are super happy together, but I'm not sure I want to the procedure. Am I being selfish? I also think I'm addicted to breadsticks.
Sorry, is that him or is that...
That's a PS.
Okay, that's
I
right.
love how we're giving his wife code names.
Fiona.
If she's listening, she clearly knows it's you.
My breadstick scoffing
breadstick
husband
addiction.
who has got 3 mates who are having vasectomies is worried about getting one after we've had a chat about it. That can't be Dean. It's not Dean, is it?
No, it's
Thank
not
God.
Dean. Ethan,
What would you say to
vasectomies.
What's my opinion of vasectomies?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Vasectomy, vasecto you.
I guess they're quite good things, I guess, if you want to stop having kids.
Would you ever have your balls sort of... What is that? What happens to it? Do they just sort of tie it up?
I think they do some sort of slittery procedure.
I once went on a first date with someone, and on the first date, I think I twisted my testicles from having an experience with them, and I had to go to the hospital. And
So on the first date, by the way, player,
first date.
you obviously did something, and then
Yeah.
you nearly.
I imagine that.
How quick were you
Do
going?
you know when you play conkers and you throw your conker at their conker, and
Yeah.
sometimes they get wrapped around each other's shoelaces?
Oh,
I
my
imagine
God.
that's what Ethan's bollocks were like.
Ethan, were you giving your all?
No, they were just give it a knock and that.
Sorry, patting it. Were you on a date with a tabby cat? Just
So this girl
patting away
tapped
at
your
him?
balls in a twist.
Well, I thought it could be a twist. It turns out it was just bruised, so everything was all right.
This girl
How
tapped
did she
your
do?
balls that hard. They bruised.
Yeah, I just think it was just a lack of experience on her part, bit of an error of judgment, and then
That's the thing with academy players. Do you know what I mean? They haven't got that experience, but they don't have the
Christ.
fear.
On a first date, bruised balls. Well, it's interesting. Oh, what are we talking about again? Oh, vasectomies, Joe
Yeah.
Smith.
I think go for it. You've
Go
got
for it.
what's he got? 2 kids.
Yeah.
Is that not enough?
Yeah.
Also, you can. I know it's not 100%, but there is a statistical chance of getting it removed or reversed.
Yeah.
That can be done. It can go
But
wrong.
it can cost I mean, not cost, but it can.
can cost an arm and a
mentally.
leg.
Yeah. You're like drained, aren't
yeah,
you?
but I think for too long there's been too much emphasis on the woman having to sort out the contraception.
Here he is.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The pill, the injection, the coil, femidom. Yeah.
Right.
Either get used to wearing condoms, or get it done. And shut your
Is that your
tits.
motto in life?
Yeah, because if you don't want to have kids, there's no real way for a woman to permanently not have kids that doesn't put loads of like hormones inside her. Mm-hmm. So just do it.
I don't wow.
Would you do it? You wouldn't do it, would you?
Yeah, I probably would do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think so. I'm not too fussed on kids.
What
really.
I would do is what I'd do. Do condoms for 5 years.
What?
Wait till
talking about,
you're of an age where you probably shouldn't be having kids with someone your age anyway.
Yeah.
Because if you're 40 or 45, the odds are, if you're with a partner that is age appropriate,
Yeah.
she would be getting to a point where the children's situation might be difficult.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Fucking
be
hell.
fair with it. Go through your own kind of
Yeah.
wave. Otherwise, just fucking pretend you've had it done.
Okay.
Which I think
See
is
what
sexual assault, actually. So don't do that.
Let me get this one in from an email from Ross Hammond. By the way, SloppyJoesPodcast @gmail.com. You might know Ross.
I do know Ross.
How do you know Ross?
Like my best mate growing up.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay, so there's two things about
There's
this.
a group of mates. We're all best mates.
My agony bants comes to you today from a pure nerd, but I have a problem with notifying a close friend that their podcast is committing an amateur cardinal IT sin. What does that mean?
Cardinal IT sin.
Their
Technology.
podcast uses a generic @Gmail address, thus putting him in the same category as Dave the Sparky. Or Deb, who sells homemade candles on Facebook.
Yeah.
How do I tell my friend their frankly brilliant podcast looks a big old pile of poop with their email, and they're actually better if, their email was something like podcast@sloppyjoesarmy.com.
That'd be good.
From a place of love forever and always, Ross.
We should do that, shouldn't we?
How do we do that?
We just have to buy the Sloppy Joe's domain name.
Oh, can you be asked?
SloppyJoesPodcast.com. Yeah, I can be asked.
How much is that? No, you won't.
Thousands, mate.
No,
I
you
saw
won't.
it. Well, I sorted out the money.
It's on a big list of stuff, yeah.
that.
After 10 people who are owed shirts.
Monzo on the phone. That's a business account. I set that up.
I sorted one out before you.
Yeah, but it was in your name.
You've got 10 people ready for shirts from week 1.
We'll get to them.
Okay, Sloppy Joe's Podcast. SloppyJoesPodcast.com.
Yeah, I saw it.
Thank you. Yeah. P.S.
Oh.
Ask Joe about the disabled toilets incident at sixth form. Oh, you've been naughty again.
Have I not told this before? We can move on.
Don't think so. What happened in the disabled toilets, Joe?
Needed a poo so bad that I couldn't get downstairs to the non-disabled toilets.
all
And
been
also,
there.
here's a point on disabled toilets that
Here we go.
I need to
you
ask.
said this for a lot off camera.
I'm asking the question. I'm not asserting anything. In my head, the disabled toilet isn't disabled only. It's disabled able. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, anyone can use it. It's just ready. It's just.
But it's ready for if they are disabled.
Yes.
I thought it was like, yeah. You don't have to be disabled to use it, but if you are disabled, this is the best one for you to use because of the space.
However, have you ever left a disabled toilet whilst using it and there has been someone disabled waiting for it?
No, but I have left a disabled toilet once, and my friends were pretending to be disabled on the other side of the door. You make your mind up about how they were doing that.
All right. So what happened actually in this incident?
So sixth form, went to the disabled toilet, did one of the most astonishing shits of all time.
After a meatball marinara, no doubt.
It looked like a foot-long meatball marinara.
Jesus.
Honestly. It looked like a big fucking pretzel stick.
Oh, God.
It was unbelievable. It looked like a shoebox had just come out my
Jesus,
ass.
there's loads going on here.
Then I get a knock on the door.
Yeah. Oh.
Like Come in. I didn't say that. Flush the toilet. Obviously, this thing looks like a fat bloke in a hot tub. It is just chilling on the edge.
Oh, God.
It's not going anywhere. The flush is just...
no.
If anything, the flush is making it stronger.
Genius.
I'm like, I can't... What am I going to do? I can't leave a fat donking shitty in the toilet when there's a person already waiting.
Oh.
So I had to do what anyone would do. I reached in and I just pushed it round the U-bend.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You actually touched your own...
Well, I had to.
Did
Put
you
my
have-
hand in and
did you
just
have
sort of off you
toilet
go,
roll
fella.
on it, yeah, toilet
Do you know
roll.
when you release like a baby turtle into the water?
Yeah.
Just sort of back into the wild.
Into the wild. Unbelievable.
Wow, that's like a story you tell that.
Yeah. I never had to touch it. Thrown it a couple of times.
Yeah. At the police. During the prison riots.
Ethan, do we have a Joe versus Joe?
Well, obviously we were quite busy today, so when we were at the start of the podcast, I quickly thought of a quick Joe's versus Joe topic, and I've got the questions out of me now.
Great.
Really?
I think the topic might be completely random, and I don't know how you're going to react to it, because it was just the first thing that came to my head.
Love it.
Would you like to play?
Yeah, so we'll do. This is now 5-all. Which
No, it's
means
6-5 to you.
oh my God.
So if you win this,
if
you've
I
won.
win this, I've won. You're spinning.
I'm spending 24 hours in McDonald's.
Oh,
But
right.
I've got some rules about that we need to discuss.
No.
Well,
Should have
yeah.
discussed them at the start.
No.
What are the rules? Go on.
I think there has to be certain... If I eat certain things, so it can be an eating challenge as well, or you eat, whoever it is, you get time taken off. So if you eat a Big Mac, you get 45 minutes off. If you eat a chicken nugget, you get a minute off.
What a shit rule.
Why?
Because what else are you going to do, McDonald's?
What?
Of course you're going to eat a Big Mac. So you're just going to get 45 minutes off for nothing.
All right.
No, I want you
All
to
right, then
eat...
anything over 4 cheeseburgers, you get an hour off.
Okay.
So we can make
That's
it an
more
eating
like
challenge
it.
as well.
Just a pleasant day at McDonald's then, isn't it?
Just a Macca's. No,
With
but like
8 Big Macs, you've done it by 2.
If you eat excessively,
Okay.
you get time off.
Right, I'm ready for this one. Joe versus Joe.
Okay.
This is a lot on the line here.
So, you've got a choice of topics I've decided. You can pick one of, because you might hate the first one, the book The Gruffalo or Les Dennis.
I don't read, so I'd say Les.
Les Dennis, yeah.
Les Dennis, please.
Okay. Les Dennis. I'm on his Wikipedia page.
You might be spending 24 hours at McDonald's because of Les Dennis.
Might be.
Don't look at his Wikipedia.
I'm not looking at his
He's got Wikipedia.
I've got
Turn your
nothing
phone
up,
to me now.
I've got nothing up.
Where's notes? You were cheating then.
No, I wasn't cheating.
I can sometimes tell when you're lying. Let me see your phone. I can tell you're lying, you know.
No, you can't.
I can. You were doing something then.
I wasn't doing anything. I was looking at text messages.
About Les?
Yeah.
From Les.
From Les.
Right, question number 1.
Okay, question number 1 on Les Dennis.
Les Dennis, or as they call him in French, the Dennis.
The Dennis. Where was Les Dennis born? What city in England?
Fucking hell. This is tough, this. Right. What have you got?
Newcastle.
I'll put Derby.
The answer is Liverpool.
Liverpool!
It was
No
somewhere
way.
northern.
Right, nice.
Fuck. I could have done with that.
More northeast, that, innit?
What TV soap is Les Dennis currently part of?
Coronation Street.
Coronation Street, I know it.
It is Coronation
He
Street.
does well in it as well, does Les?
I just put Corey because I spelled it wrong, but you know.
Right, ready for this one. Come on, Ethan.
All right. How many years did Les Dennis present Family Fortunes?
Is it closest wins?
No, I need the exact one for this one.
You need the exact one.
I have no idea.
What have you put?
It was a while. I put 15 years.
I put 10.
Joe Smith gets it.
Oh, no, not 15!
15 years, exactly! Oh, thank you, Les, for doing a round number.
God. Is it really 15?
What was it? Certainly in the early 2000s.
It was
Late 90s.
1987 until 2002.
Stops, it's 1-0.
Next question. From the years 1995 to 2003, who was Les Dennis's second wife?
What? It was his.
I feel like we've done Les Dennis before.
We've never done Les Dennis.
I feel like
No, we done someone else who, I think it was JB Redknapp was the wives who went around with.
Have we done?
Right, I've got a name.
No, I need some time to think about this.
Show me your laptop screen
It's
now.
someone's famous.
Of course
It is. It's someone
Of course
famous.
it's someone famous.
It's someone famous.
Can I
If
have
you
your
get
answers,
this right,
please?
I know you've cheated.
You've not-
because you do not know the answer to this question.
I do know the answer. I tell you what, I've listened
This
to
is
something
bullshit.
recently. No, what do you mean it's bullshit? You can check my history and everything.
Pause. I'll check your history.
What are you talking about?
Ethan checking Joe's history.
Oh my God. I don't know what you talk. I didn't even type anything. What a waste of everyone's. The last thing I searched was Ben Wallace to see what he looked like.
I've got a name, and they are famous.
Oh God, it is. I've heard a thingy before.
Can I push you for an answer, please?
Yeah, you got to go with one. I'll go first.
Yeah.
Vanessa Feltz.
No, I've got mine wrong. I was going to go Billy Piper.
That's what's his name from.
Oh, it's Chris Evans,
That's
isn't
Chris
it?
Evans.
Fuck.
It's Amanda Holden.
Oh, I knew it was a man.
I did not know that.
Fuck. Jesus, right, that's it. I'm not getting back into this.
Is this question 5?
Yes.
Okay.
Just check your history.
So, Joe McGrath, you need to tie here. You have to get the exact number again. How many
Oh,
children?
hold on.
Oh.
This isn't right.
No,
it's
because-
not the fifth one's always closest.
No, the sixth one is the decider.
Yeah.
When you're tied. So the last question, and then it can go to a tiebreaker, is how many children does Les Dennis have?
You go first because you're just going to copy me.
No, you go first.
No, you
I
go
went first last time.
No, because
I
you're
said
going to
Vanessa
copy what
Feltz.
I've got.
No, I'm not.
Because then we can't both be right or wrong.
I don't know what that means. Go on.
No, because if I say a number...
Ethan, who went first on the last question?
Okay, I understand Joe McGrath's logic here.
Yeah,
so Joe
because you're
Smith-
gonna
Should we both give his names, our numbers privately then?
No, do you want to say it at the same time?
Go on then.
3, 2, 1, 3.
4.
Okay, so just to confirm, Joe McGrath said 3 and Joe Smith said 4.
I said 4.
One of you has got it bang on the money, but is it going to take the points home? Or is it going to be a draw? We're going to sudden death. I can tell you, yet again, Joe McGrath gets it with 3. And it's time for sudden death. It's not all over yet.
Let's call Mackey's. Right, come on, let's have this.
This is dramatic.
Gotta get it right.
Okay. So we usually do a closest at this stage, and I've already done the how long was he presenting, so it might be a classic question of how old is Les Dennis? Closest wins.
How old is Les Dennis? Right. I'm going to type in 2 answers now.
2 answers? 1?
No, because because it's 2 numbers.
Oh, you go first.
Don't. You got a number? You got a number?
I've got a number.
66.
I was going to go 70.
None of yous have got it bang on, but one of yous is closest.
So if I get this wrong, I'm doing Mackey's for 24 hours with Ethan. I feel fucking sick.
If you get this wrong, Joe Smith, you're in the Mackies. It's
And if I get it right,
confirmed,
it's
sealed,
6-all,
and delivered.
And the best of...
Oh, what a...
Correct. It's tied at 6-all if.
My legs are honestly numb. I can't do 24/7 in the Mackey's.
And the person who's got it correct, the answer's 69. Joe Smith takes it at 70.
One more week.
Oh my God, it goes to round 13.
Never been seen before this. One more week. Someone will be going to a Mackey's. Oh, I can't believe it. Right, well, I think we should wrap it up then.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm sure we've done Les Dennis before.
We've never done Les Dennis.
Have we not? How did
We did Les Battersby.
Of course. Thank you everyone for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Leave us a little comment. Let us know who you think is going to be joining Ethan in a Mackey's for 24 hours.
No, I don't want to be put in this.
You're
I don't
definitely
think-
part.
definitely put it.
Yeah. Someone's got to film it.
Someone mentioned it before. Right, anyway, I've been Joe.
I've been Joe as well.
Bye-bye for now. Bye, everyone.
Why Ethan, please?
Oh, yeah. See you, everyone. Bye.